Hi teddy girls and teddy boys. I'd like to introduce Rockin Henri to you. This video clip consists of 3 chapters. Chapter 1, Why is Rockin Henri on YouTube? Chapter 2, Forgotten Rockabillies. Chapter 3, What makes an artist become popular? Rockin Henri has decided to go on YouTube because it's one of the biggest video web communities to present himself as a songwriter and singer. Definitely not as a guitar player. That's why he included the lyrics to most of the video clips. Rockin Henri likes to share his love for rock and roll with you. Here you can see someone presenting himself in a very easy way. No high-tech video clips, but just plain home recordings, made with a home video camera. If it is at home, or in a studio, or at the house of a music buddy, doesn't matter. It's always that honest way of presenting himself. This is really what you see is what you get. Rockin Henri is just one of you, and exactly that is what YouTube stands for. A video web community in which literally everyone, be it musically good or bad, can share his or her love for music with you. In the 50s there was no YouTube, but there were also millions of people who loved to share their love for music with other people. They did it on street corners or in high school bands, and some even ended up just performing in front of the mirror, pretending they were a big star. But okay, fact is, most of them never made it to stardom. They went into obscurity to be forgotten by history books and the memories of millions of music lovers. But be honest, did Mr. Somebody, Elvis Presley, ever have the chance of becoming a star if all those so-called rock and roll nobodies never had followed his steps? The answer is no. Just because there was a mass of teenies playing rock and roll, it became developed and it became a craze. And all those teenies filled in the gaps which were left by the stars because those stars couldn't perform everywhere. So there came new local stars who just were popular in a city or a region. In this way, the rock and roll was kept alive, and so finally got Elvis and the likes into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Apart from this, there was another forgotten group of musicians, the originals. Did Mr. Somebody, Elvis Presley, ever have the chance of becoming a star if those originals, say nobodies in terms of popularity, never had been there? The answer is no. Without those originals, like for example Arthur Crudup or Otis Blackwell, those stars, as the likes of Elvis, never would have made it to fame. They were the musical inspiration for those stars, and through the lyrics of their songs, sung by the stars, they assured the close touch between the stars and their audience. But did the originals ever got any recognition? The answer is no. Here you see. the forgotten rockabillies. I used this term rockabillies here because the rockabillies were those farmer boys and other poor boys working hard to get money to make music, while the stars with music got money so they hadn't to do hard work. Not to blame Elvis and the likes, of course, but I just like to pay some attention to a forgotten part of music history. With Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 in mind, let's see how an artist becomes a star. Rockin Henri presents himself in a very easy way on YouTube. People watching his video clips might laugh about it or might feel themselves a much better artist than Rockin Henri. That's fine with Rockin Henri. He doesn't care about it. Especially when it comes to the way of playing guitar by Rockin Henri. Most guitar players watching his video clips, who just know a few more chords than him, may feel themselves masters of the guitar. But who laughs at the end? In the 50s we saw that most teenies tried to be Elvis and the likes and never made it to fame. Those guitar players watching the video clips also like to be stars. But just because they all like to be those stars, they all do the same. Technically playing as good as possible. And just exactly because of that, most of them never will make it. Only those who dare to be different have chance to become a star. The originals in the 50s were technically speaking much better than Elvis and the likes, but went into obscurity. The same goes for all those guitar players. They are technically better but will go into obscurity, because they are one of the many guitar players around doing the same. A star is always someone, just like Elvis, who is able to change an existing something. That's why Elvis became popular and the others didn't. You usually hear, a star is born, meaning you can't have influence on it. You are a star or not. No, a star is smart, meaning you have influence on it. So that's why Rockin Henri presents himself as kinda helpless baby, so that others feel comfortable with the musical level and are able to feel themselves big compared to Rockin Henri. But Rockin Henri is different than all those well-talented guitar players. So let's see who laughs at the happy end. However, Rockin Henri presents himself most of all as songwriter and singer, so it might be there that he will change something. The future will tell us.